G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and today we are looking at the war for Cybertron Siege Highjump, which was paired with Powertrain. It has been a long while coming, but if you watched my latest Tumblr episode, it went for like 3 minutes, and I'm like, you know what? Perfect opportunity to get back to these Titan Masters. I was going to say weaponizers, but they're not actually weaponizers. They turn into weapons, very lackluster weapons at best. The first one was fine. These ones, so there we go. He's okay. He doesn't have too bad an actual transformation, honestly. I'm just looking to see if I accidentally forgot to do his heal space, but he doesn't have any. So here he is, high jump. I have no knowledge of the figure. Or I should say the history of the character. I did have, I think I probably said before, I did have Titan Masters, or they were called, what were they called back then? Crap, can't remember. Anyway, so I did have some little dudes, Micro Masters, that's what they were. I did have little dudes, but definitely not this one. So he does, like I said, he comes with a 2-pack with high train, powertrain. But high jump just makes me think of like somebody like Blur or something. I don't know. So he's basic. He hasn't actually got too bad of a face if I can actually focus it. His face is pretty damn. I usually don't go in on the face, but there's a lot of detail for this little dude. It really, really, really is. And we have fun refocusing everything again. So there you go. All right, so let's get down to articulation. His head cannot move at all. His arms can't really do a 360 because they hit this piece here. Goes out that far. There's no elbow, no bicep, no rotation, no real hands because his hands are there and his wheels are there. Legs do go up that far. Come back that far until you hit backpack. Go out that far. It is a ball joint, but there's not a lot of room. Oh, there's the ball joint in the shoulder too. Also, that doesn't really secure much. And honestly, if it was, I was going to say, I'd even just leave that where it is. You know, give it a sort of a half-a sort of look. So we do have waist rotation. We do technically have hip rotation. I suppose you could say we have slight weird butterfly bend. You have knee bend that gets you all the way around almost. Beg my pardon. You have him sculpted at an angle, so you don't have, I was going to say wrist for some reason. You don't have ankle tilt, and your feet don't move backwards. So there we go. So let's get him down to transformation. Like I said, honestly, like that's by the transformation, and it really doesn't do anything for the arms. If anything, it actually gives it a little bit more clearance, I think. So honestly, if I was up to you, it was up to you, or definitely up to me. That's how I just leave the canopy just the way it is. Anyway, so we want to rotate the waist, and we want to tab his feet together. We want to just bring his arms down for the moment, and we're going to fold with keeping the legs together. Whoops. Keep his legs together, and you're going to bend and slide up into so that way it fills in that, and then you have his little tab. It's going to go under here if you can see it. Just bring that up. Give me 1 second. Figured I'd wait till the police were in the distance. All right, so then you bring this back, and that tabs in, and there is high jump in his vehicle mode. He does roll. All the wheels do roll for the most part. They're all plastic. So there is that. Articulation. Here he is with his buddy Powertrain apparently. So they are very, very, very tiny together. But there's not enough of this, honestly. Like I know there was like a huge pack of Power Masters, but I reckon we should need more. Give us more Power Masters. Slightly easier transformations like the G1 Microbots. I've said it more than a few times. But yeah, we just need more of these. Just fiddle factor. And here he is with Windblade, and of course she's gigantic by comparison. Alright, so let's get him back into his robot mode, and then we'll get him into his weapon mode. So we're going to pop this out and out, pop down and out. Actually, we'll probably pull it forward. Come back here, you're going to sort of pull down. This sort of tabs into here, not really. And you want to straighten all that. Rotate his waist. And if you want to do proper thing, also that's supposed to push further back, but considering how hard it is to get out, I suggest you leave it. You're going to sort of flip and pull back. It's on a sort of, I'm not sure what you call it. Put the light on there so you can actually have a better look and hopefully focus. Not zoom, focus. Come on. Focus, thank you. So you have sort of this slider here. So there's two pins. There's one up here and there's one down here. So it's technically a double, but yeah, it only goes so far, but it's just still really weird. And apparently I just screwed up with my focus. Anyway, so there we go. So we can do one more size comparison. You've got to get the legs just right to get him to balance. I would blame the backpack, but I don't even think it's the backpack. It's just his legs, because he's got huge stumpers. So there's no reason that even his backpack should cause him any issues. So there we go. So size comparison first off. There he is with MP10. So he's massive. And now I'm entirely unfocused. Whoops. Get back up there. If I can get him to stand together, there he is with powertrain. Stand. I know it's been a while, but you did stand perfectly fine before. So now I'll move them and then they'll fall over. So yeah, roughly about the same size. Also, just for a second, I still have not looked it up. Here is Windblade's Titan Master, or Headmaster, whichever you want to call. Of course you fall down. Right, let's get him into his gun mode. So we're going to try and get in there. This is why I try not to lock this back too much, because it is somewhat awkward to actually get that out. Oh God, really? I was going to say my part separator's out in the living room because I was doing something the other day and forgot to bring it back in here. So bring that out. You want to bring this back down, and how does this part work? It's simple and I've forgotten. I think that goes back together. Does it say straight? I think it says no. Oh yeah, it might stay straight. Because I don't think it folds up. I'm trying to remember now. I'm literally looking at Highjump. I've just transformed him back into an. It's been such a time. There. I have completely forgotten how this transformation works. Hang on a second. Okay, I got it. All right, so you rotate the legs like you're going back into vehicle mode, and you want to bend. No, you need to get it sort of sitting up. So you're basically bending his knees, and it just. I don't think it actually tabs because there's no tabbing points here. It's just flat plastic. So like so, and then you have their gun mode. All right, here's Wind Charger. I'm still looking forward to them if they actually make a new Wind Charger. So he can literally be his own gun mode, which looks really dumb, but at least he can do it. But of course, the combined mode is meant to be. So that's still your handle. This tabs into here. Oops. Ah, that's right. I forgot how much of a fiddly bit it was trying to get this in. So I'm going to try my best. That's right. I'm trying to remember my own suggestions. So try to get that in. I'm not going to push it too hard because I know I'm going to get stuck. And then I'll snap something to get it back. So I'm not going to tow it in any further than that. So that's his gun mode, which I'm sorry still looks absolutely stupid. I don't even know if Windcharger is going to be able to hold you both up. No, the pegs, it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. Now, it might be a bit more adhesive as a bit more, whatever you can call it, to actually hold, but I'm not sure which way would be better. Just looking at it, trying to think of things. I suppose if you really, 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 really wanted to, and this actually might work better. I don't even think I can get that in there. Is maybe that way, but even then it looks really stupid. So I wouldn't recommend it. I know they were designed for it, but I don't recommend it. And of course, to get him back, stretch out his legs, bend those, unpop his arms, get that stupid thing out of the way, and slide this back. And there is Highjump back in his robot mode. So there we go. And I find it funny looking at the time of this video, it has gone pretty much 6 times longer, give or take, than, or 2 or 3 times longer than the tumble apart. So that's hilarious. So there we go. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. I promise you it will not hurt my feelings. Subscribe, ring that bell, leave me a comment. I do check my analytics. A lot of yous aren't subscribed, so make sure you do. But apart from that, thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.